Hey, how you doing? Hope you've been enjoying the videos I've been posting. Yesterday we spoke about the breath and we did a breath meditation where we visualized circulating the spine. Today I'm going to show you how I've been using my essential oil, which is particularly peace. Peace oil, the color is blue. So if we look at through color therapy, we're going to be looking around the throat chakra, our ability to communicate. But most importantly, the peace oil, which is the reassuring blend, helps to settle the nerves, helps to calm anxiety. I'm going to show you some stretches now that you can do for your neck and your throat when you feel like you're a bit stuck like this, or you've been on the phone or typing and everything's kind of hunched forward. So we want to find some space around the body. So I have got peace oil inside a roller bottle, which I just adore. For me, I smell like a smoky, it reminds me of being in the bush. We're going to apply it to the inside of our wrists. Okay. So as it goes into the pulse points, you can breathe it throughout the rest of the day. We're also going to put some into our hands. And the beautiful thing about having a roller bottle is it's already blended with coconut oil. So I've got some in my hands. I'm going to hold it to my face and just simply breathe in a few times through my nose. You can do this with the breath meditation I talked to you about in the first video, where you inhale and consciously follow the line of your spine as you're breathing. It's going to help you take a bigger breath in rather than just kind of breathing into your chest. If you smell your essential oils the way that you would smell the bouquet of wine, your nose will pick up the bouquet of the essential oils and therefore pay more attention to it. Everything is mindfulness, so it's going to help you to get out of your head and back into your body. That's what that term coming back to the senses is from. So once you've done that a few times, and if you don't have peace oil, just get in touch with me and I'll organise so that you can help you to get some. Otherwise, don't use it and just take a few breaths on your own. This next part of the exercise is super simple. Let your shoulders be soft. And I want you to scrunch them up to your ears and then let them decompress down and then back up again. And let them down. And then you might want to start moving them in circles. Lovely. And then we're going to bring our right ear to our shoulder, letting this left shoulder be heavy. And through this muscle here is the sternocleidoid mastoid. Not this is my neck. I don't know what this bone is. But through this side of my neck here is the SCM. So as you're breathing, the SCM goes from the back of the head and your jaw through, you'll feel it, you can actually pick it up. And if you're really tight, it's like a rope all the way to the upper trap. So I want you to focus breathing into this area. Little gentle little rocks of your chin forward and back. So as your ear is coming to the right shoulder, you're breathing into the left. Send all of your awareness here. And let your chin roll into the little crook of your clavicle, which is just here. And let the upper trapezius, so all the muscles that connect your skull to your neck and down your neck to the upper parts of your traps. Breathe into there. And then let your left ear come to the left shoulder. This feels so good, especially after driving today. Now, I like to have little micro movements inside my stretches. I feel that it helps my body tissue to soften and hydrate as opposed to just sticking yourself there and waiting for something to happen. Stillness comes when the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and restore, dominates. If you're still in a stressful situation and you're trying to force yourself to be still, how on earth is that going to help you to relax? Because you're fighting fire with fire, right? Just soften into it. Find where it feels nice. And then stillness comes, then you can breathe into the area. And you can explore letting your chin come in a little bit, or back up. And then I'm going to inhale, raise the hand. Good. And then you can do that a second time, bringing your left ear down, working your way to your clavicle, and then over to the other side in your own time. Right, so now that we've worked through the neck a little bit, just turning and looking over your right shoulder. Use your eyes as well. Look as far to the right as you can with your eyes, and notice what happens to the muscles around your eyes. The chin come in a little bit. One more big full breath in. And the exhale brings your gaze to center. So nice. Let's go to the other side. Breathe in, and as you exhale, turn with the chin and your eyes. You can bring your chin down a little and get right into the back of your neck. Just enjoy. See if you can breathe into the arm and feel your right arm radiating out with a breath. And inhale, turn your gaze forward. Okay, now that might be enough for you. Do that throughout your day whenever you get a chance. I'm going to give you another exercise that you can do with your shoulders. Super easy. Bring your right arm across your body. Notice if your shoulder starts to creep up. Can you let it soften? Take your left hand to the fleshy part of your arm and hug it in. Notice I'm not doing this. The arm is decompressed and I'm just hugging it into my body. Breathe a few times into the back of your right shoulder blade. So I'm using my right arm. Then I'm going to inhale, raise your right arm, bending at the elbow. Use your left hand to take this elbow up and over your body. If you can bring your arm behind your head, gorgeous. If you can't, just be where you are. Watch that you don't flare the arm out. We want to keep the shoulder capsule aligned. So the elbow goes straight up and we're focusing on releasing this part of the trapezius that attaches to the shoulder and the tricep. Liberating the side body. You might even want to do a little side bend in the opposite direction. Inhale, raise yourself up. Lovely, then release your arms by your side. Still working with that right arm. Wrap it underneath the left. See if you can reach your shoulder blades. Watch the shoulders, let them slide down the body. And in this loving embrace, your elbows are really tucked over each other. I want you to release the forearms and come into, this is called an eagle or Garudasana arms. It's the upper half of the Garudasana pose. Now, if your hands don't make this wrapping action, you've got a couple of options. Back of the hands together like this, okay, and work on squeezing the elbows together, or simply bring the forearms together and do not let them separate. Shoulders are down the back and you're breathing and squeezing the elbows together. So whichever option you're taking, if you've got the full wrap, continue the wrapping action of the hands too. And breathe. Breathe into the middle of your shoulder blades. You can keep your elbows close into the body, or maybe you've got a little bit of room to raise them. And then you can press through the back body, keeping the shoulders away from your ears. Start to move your hands away from your face. I like to add in a gentle little nodding action of my head. Just let the stretch occur. 5 good breaths is about the equivalent of 30 seconds if you're working with an Ujjayi breath. Nice. And then gently release the bind. Take the arms around behind you. Turn your thumbs down and then wrap your hands around your back. So you're interlacing the fingers. I'll show you. You can sit back down and start to let the inner deltoids roll back. And the more you can keep the heels of your hands together, press your finger pads into the knuckles. The more authentic the stretch is going to be in the chest. When you let the hands splay out, you're just starting to hang out in the ligaments. Also, keep a little bend in the elbows. Don't just splay them out too. So you're better off not going all the way, straight away. See that you can keep a little bend in the elbows and the hands together as opposed to them doing that and that. Okay, slight little bend. And you'll feel this part of your deltoid roll back and it will expose your chest. Take a big full breath in there. And remember, 5 breath equivalent to about 30 seconds. Little micro movements, whatever you need, especially on these rainy days. Nice. So then you can release the arms and pause before you go straight to the other side. Such a fast-paced society. Pause for a second and feel the difference in your body just from that simple, you know, my right arm feels beautiful. I think it's even a little bit lower than the left. You'll feel it yourself. Okay, let's do the left arm, right? Left arm over the body, hold the upper part of the arm and draw it into the torso. So both shoulders are even. 5 full breath there. We're not pulling the joint capsule, we're on the upper part of the arm. Work on letting the shoulders decompress. Yesterday we meditated on painting the spine. Breathing in, running down the back of the spine, exhaling up through the front. If that works for you, you can stay with that to help lengthen the breath, or just focus in the back of your left lung. I'm going to inhale, raise the arm, bend the elbow, catch the elbow with your right hand, and lift the arm up and over your head. Keeping the arm and the shoulder, the fingers are just on top of the shoulder. And a little side bend if that serves you. Man, so nice. Inhale back up. Good. Release the arms. This time the left arm underneath the right. Give yourself a big hug. You can say, "Wow, thank you so much for all the hard work you've been doing in the morning. I recognize you. I appreciate you." And then release your arms, wrapping them around. Remember the options that you have. And work on squeezing the elbows together. Little micro movements. You can raise the arms, move the hands away from your face. You know, these are beautiful that you can do in the car while you're waiting at traffic lights. I wouldn't close my eyes if you're in the car, but you can do them while you're waiting at traffic lights or at your office desk and you recognize you've got a headache coming on. Then release your arms out, take them around behind you, turn the thumbs down, then wrap the hand around behind your back, interlace the fingers with a less dominant grip, and then work on opening through the chest. You can charge the arms straight down or start to move them away from your body. And then gently release. Let's come back to the original shape we were in. And you might start to feel this warm kind of fluid feeling moving through your shoulder capsule. Breathe into that. That's your life force. That's your breath. The connective tissue through the body is like a web of cobwebs, you know, or layers of glad wrap or plastic, which I hope none of us are using anymore. But if you try and exercise your fascia like you do a muscle and you want to stretch it out, you tear it, okay? Think about when you're trying to ease out plastic. I hate using that, but like a plasticky nature. If you hold it there and give it a little bit of time, and we call it inside yin loathing, gentle loathing, it'll start to give. And that's what we're doing around the chest and around the shoulder capsules. So I hope that's given you some relief. Enjoy, have a lovely afternoon. Use your peace oil if you're someone like me and you've got a million things on the go, and every now and then you need a reminder that it's okay to have a breath. It's okay to have some little rest and just to enjoy some peace. Bye everybody, have a lovely day. Namaste.